So tucked behind the kitchen, which is a different video if you haven't checked that one out yet, I have got this little shed, and this is where I store all my power. I love talking power. I'm definitely no expert when it comes to solar power, that's for sure, and I'm just learning as I go along, but hopefully this will be useful because my setup has been awesome. I've pretty much been here for almost 10 months now, through a winter, and I'm yet to run out of power, and you know, I'm using it for everything. I power my fridge, I run my caravan, I'm streaming movies and TV shows like every night, so I'm fully charging my iPad and my phones every day. It's running the continuous fan from the composting toilet, charging my lights, running my lights, does everything. So hopefully this works. Anyway, I've got 2 batteries set up. I talk about one in the composting toilet, that's this little blue one here. So the little blue one has just a little 20 watt panel which is up on the roof. It comes back and just charges this 150 watt battery. It's only a little battery, but it seems to be always charged. And it also has a couple of lights hooked into it. So I've got the continuous fan, 2 lights I can turn on both here and in the toilet, and then you've got a couple of USB ports there as well. So it's kind of good when it's cloudy for a few days and my main battery's getting low, I start charging things on the backup battery. And then I've got this bigger battery here. This is the one that I started off with. So it's got a bigger panel. It's got a 120 watt solar panel. It's like a folding camp out panel type one, and it's got a 100 AGM battery, if that's helpful. What was helpful was getting this little box that the battery sits in and it attaches everything to, so I'll just go through it for you. So you've got a couple of those 12 volt plugs, like your old cigarette lighter plugs from your car. Look, I'm only using one of them, but it powers this fridge, and the fridge works great. Look, it keeps everything cold. I'm really happy with it. Like when it drops below around about 11.8 volt, and that usually means there's not much sun out anyway, I think it doesn't use as much power, so it doesn't run my battery out. But then when the sun comes out, when you really need it, it really kicks in and keeps everything nice and cold. So that runs that. Then you've got a couple of USB ports again if you need them to charge things like iPads and phones and stuff like that, which is helpful. And then what I've got, because I still have a lot of things where I need to actually plug in a power point, plus I've got my caravan that I need to plug in. So I've put in this 12 volt 800 watt inverter, DC to AC power. That's pretty much taking your solar power and making it so you can put in your normal power point. You can't do things like run kettles and stuff like that. And then from there I have got an adapter to my caravan, so my caravan's all hooked up, so I can use all my lights and everything like that in there. It all works sweet. Like seriously, you sort of change the way you think about it. Like on a hot day, I just plug everything and I charge everything to the max. I'll charge my laptop, my iPads and my speakers, because I charge my speaker every day as well. So you learn to like just work around the sun. And if you know you got a week coming up where there's not much sun, well then you're not watching 5 hours of Netflix a night. You just, you know, you be a little bit wary of it. But I just love the fact that, you know, that I control my power and it's all coming from the sun. And it wasn't until I did this that I realised how stupid we kind of are, all paying all this money for power when we can just do it ourselves. I'll be honest, this system wasn't that much to set up. In a year's time, I would have well and truly paid it off. It's strange, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to putting together my bigger system for the hut, and we'll see what happens there. Anyway, that's the power. I say put the power back into you and take control of your life. Stop dishing it out to all these big companies. You know, own that stuff yourself.